TV voice coach, Yvie Burnett, who's also a good pal of Carol, says that the menopause dramatically changed her figure as well. She went from a bra size 36B to a double D, young lady.
Yeah, I'm afraid I did.
Isn't that amazing? Because we've talked a lot on this show about, you know, the effect of the menopause and sort of, to be honest, focusing more on the problems and how to overcome them. But actually, there's a nice little side effect.
Well, it is really because, you know, you spend your whole life, you know, with the padded bras trying to, you know, look nice in dresses, and now I kind of don't need to bother, but I'm kind of covering them up now.
But seriously, it was just because of the menopause you noticed this change in your shape.
And it was very fast because I sort of went through the menopause literally in the past year and a half from having a very high reading in my hormones and being fine, and the doctor said, oh, you're nowhere near, to her phoning me up, you know, in December and saying, oh, my word, you know, your estrogen levels are now 19. So it just kind of went in a year. And I did in that year, you know, put weight on, but mainly sort of in a curvy sort of way.
Wow, that's incredible, because a lot of people say that they put weight on, but it tends to be sort of round here, which is where we don't want it. Well, that's not healthy.
You've got to kind of work at that, and I had to really work at that, which was hard. You
Lots
know,
of
it's
waist
hard.
exercise.
But I must say, you know, the bust area was probably where I put on.
Isn't that amazing? Because that's what Carol said is absolutely happened to her. That and exercise as well. She does a lot of exercise too. But it's interesting about the menopause, Yvie, because you're in the music business and it's a young business, isn't it?
It is.
It is a young business. Did you feel when you were going through it that it was something you could talk about? Did you feel a wee bit strange about it? I
really felt strange because I think we try to keep with it and young and not let on that we're kind of like the old fart in the corner, you know what I mean? And I was very much like that. And so I've sort of gone through hot flushes and feeling that I'm putting on weight. And I couldn't really say to anyone, well, actually, I think I'm going through the menopause, because I was sort of almost embarrassed to talk about it because it was so age-related.
It's a shame, isn't it? Because it's actually just another stage in your life. Yeah. And if we treated it a bit like that, because that's what we found, you know, when we first started talking about this last year, because nobody was really talking about it, and we first started having those discussions, it was amazing. I mean, we've never had a bigger reaction to anything. It was extraordinary. And it was all women saying, thank you for talking about this, because it's given me the opportunity to then, you know, just talk about it to your workmates or whatever. Do you feel all right about it now?
I do feel a lot better. I think probably coming out the other side and feeling, well, that's happened and there's nothing I can do about it, you know. But I think when you're going through it, you are quite emotional anyway, and you're maybe a little bit down sometimes, and just you just don't know what's happening to you, I think. And it is good to talk about it. And I find that, you know, you talk about to your friends who are the same age, but now I feel like, you know, actually I could talk to some younger people, and
why not?
They ought to kind of know sometimes that maybe we're not having a good day. And
that's all right. I mean, that was the thing. You were talking about Carol, and when Carol came on the show, she was very, very honest and very open about it. And she said that she really, really struggled. And then as soon as she, literally almost overnight, she got HRT. And for her, it really worked. It's given her energy. It's made her much less down. You know, I mean, she was virgin. It was really bad. She had a real bad time.
Yeah, and you could tell looking at her, you know, in her face that she just wasn't herself.
Yeah, and it just shows you. Have you gone on HRT? Is that something that you want to do?
Well, I have now. I've gone on HRT mainly because my doctor felt it might actually help to sort of sort out my hormones and maybe make me lose weight rather than put on weight. So I'm kind of trying it out a bit. But I haven't got any of these customised ones. At the moment, I'm just on the ordinary,
just a
shove on a patch and see how it goes.
Yeah, I've got a patch on my bum. You do it twice a week. Yeah. It's a doddle.
Exactly. You've just got to remember the day and then...
Well, yeah, I do it on my phone, so I get a ping, you know.
Oh,
put it on your phone.
Oh, maybe you should phone me. You should phone say, it's patch day.
It's patch day, you've got to do it. But it's so blinking easy. It's so easy.
It is.
And you look fantastic, and you're full of energy.
No, I am full of energy.
Which is good. That's what we want to give the message. People shouldn't be frightened of it. It's just another stage in your life.
Exactly. And for me, it was such a fast stage that really, I think if you're lucky enough to go through it quickly, you know, some people, I must say, it's probably quite a long, drawn-out period, but...
No, I understand that completely. But things are great. You're working away, and it's all good. I was going to ask you though, because you've coached just about everybody. What makes a really amazing singer? Because it's got to be more than just being able to hold a tune. You know, is it the whole sort of package? You know? So we're talking to Lewis Capaldi there, and I think he's going to be a huge, big star.
Well, it's very intimate with Lewis, and he does have that extra something because, you know, we like him.
Yeah, he's very likable.
And I'm sure that is half of it, because even, OK, there are the few divas that we don't particularly like, but they're so amazing.
They get away with it.
Most of it is, you know, the really big stars that I've worked with anyway are nice people. And Lewis, you know, we've been on tour together and a couple of different tours this year that he happened to be on and I was on, and he's just lovely. And I think that's probably the one thing that makes a star, is that, you know, their fans genuinely get to like them and like them for themselves. And it's the same with Sam, as he was talking about.
Yeah, from Sam Smith, and they both write from the heart. That's the thing, their experiences, you know, they get them out there, and that's longevity,
and I
isn't
need
it?
some specs like that.
These specs are great. Lewis gave me these specs. You put them on and the world is very happy. It's like rose-coloured.
You really suit them, actually.
I
think
them.
we all
I might
need to wear them.
I'm just going to wear them all the time.